Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you were new here. My name is Amanda, some people call me AJ. I'm a Canadian, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm an online coach and a personal trainer.
Number 205, Amanda.
Today is Sunday, June 16th, and we are technically 7 weeks out, but this will be the vlog for 6 weeks out. I also vlogged yesterday. That would have been a part of last week's video. Yesterday was our check-in day. Coach said we had a refeed, so now we're here to vlog the refeed. Another thing that Coach said is we are increasing cardio. So I have my first increased cardio session this morning. Before I go and do cardio, I'm going to make a little beverage for hydration and digestion, as well as take and show you guys my variety fat burners and stimulants. Alright, we're just driving to go and do our fasted cardio. We've got about 50 minutes of cardio. We're getting close to that hour mark. Cardio, this prep compared to other preps has been such a different ball game, and I know you can't like compare preps, but it has a whole different feeling to it this year. Now, I hit an all-time prep low yesterday. I was 135.8, and this morning it has jumped. I think it was 136. Honestly, I'm not surprised at all, and there's multiple reasons. The first one is I could feel that I was heavier just when I woke up this morning. Yesterday's leg day was actually brutal. And I know with my body that if I have a really, really good leg day like that, that I'm going to wake up with some inflammation. That's exactly what happened. Other thing to consider here is that digestion is getting much slower and less frequent, if you know what I'm saying. And digestion was at a standstill yesterday, if you know what I'm saying. I was kind of expecting to see the scale move a little bit. In addition to that, it's normal for the scale to go up and down over the course of the day, even morning to night, all those kinds of things. So there's no concern there. I am really excited that we're doing this refeed today. I think it's just gonna feel good to fuel my body. And the last time we did a refeed, my body responded really well. So could be good. Right now it's 6 a.m. and there's a gym near my house that I like to go and do cardio at, but they don't open until 7 on Sundays. The other gym that I can go to is also right next to a Walmart, and I figured that if the Walmart's open when I'm done cardio, I could use some stuff. The universe will decide if we're making a Walmart trip before we go home for meal 1 today. While I do cardio, I like to read, and right now I'm reading David Brooke, How to Know a Person. I'll give you guys a little synopsis once I get a little bit deeper into the book. But yeah, I guess that's all there is to say sort of right now. We're just driving and we're gonna go and do our first longer cardio session. Let's just hope things go splendidly. Whew, yeah, cardio was good. It was about an extra like 10-ish minutes more than I normally do, and it's not bad. Like, I feel okay, so that's a good thing. I can't tell if the Walmart's open. I did look it up. It said it didn't open until 8, and it is now 6:58, but I have a feeling it opens at 7 because there's so many cars in the parking lot. We're gonna try our luck. So a few things. First thing is that breakfast will come in 2 parts today, regular stuff and then my added stuff. Our refeed, for reference, is an added 250 carb and 50 fat. I normally don't eat until after 8 a.m., but as I know from my last refeed, I don't want to be cramming meals in, and I want to be really conscious of meal timing because meals are a little bit bigger today. So I'm gonna eat a little bit early. Normally when I come home from cardio, I would use these next like 20-ish minutes to shower, change, stuff like that. But I figured we'll just get right to it. And our first meal is going to be 125 grams of chicken with 80 grams of spinach. Put some hot sauce on that as well. And I have an espresso coffee. Today we're drinking the Tenso blend. If you've been debating if you should get an espresso, this is your sign to do it. I'm not a paid affiliate, but I feel like I should be. Okay, part 2 of this meal is a huge prize. We're doing 80 grams of oats with 40 grams of banana and 22 grams cashew butter. I actually bought this towards the end of my off season when I was eating nut butter every single day. The meal that I used to have nut butter with was, I think, like one of the first things to change in my meal plan. This had been sitting in my cupboard for what was now months untouched. I never even knew the freaking taste until my last refeed, where I used cashew butter for any of my meals that I added nut butter to, and it is incredible. If you are somebody who's either like bored with almond butter, doesn't really like peanut butter, whatever the deal is, cashew butter has the most intense creamy richness you could ever imagine. And then the other two really special things about these oats are going to be cinnamon as well as pink salt. Along with this meal, because it's so high carb, well, like, I mean, my whole day will be high carbs, but I want to start my day off on a really good note. I'm going to take 2 caps of Glyco-HD. This is a glucose disposal agent. This is going to help me sort of manage my blood sugar. It's also going to make sure that all of these carbs are going to the right place. They're not just going to sit in my system and rest and digest. They're actually going to become active per se and shuttle themselves into my muscles. In my opinion, in order for a glucose disposal agent to be most effective, you need 2 things. You need water and you also need the carbs. On top of taking this, I'm going to make sure that I'm staying super hydrated today, and we will incorporate this with our post-workout meal as well, which you will see later. Good morning, girl. What? This check-in has me almost lost for words. Signs and habits required for us in order to look at composition and weight. These are directly. Morning. Lots to unpack here. Appearance is upwards of 97%. Good morning. We more likely seeing that increase because as this is our week for menstruation. I would still consider this a pretty solid week. Alright, hey y'all, I just finished doing some work for the last couple of hours. My clients check in on either Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. For the most part, over the course of the weekend, I have a pretty steady stream of work. If you're interested in working with me, either send me a DM on Instagram, we can chat more about it, or you can apply, there's always a link below. Anyways, with all of that being said, I like to try to stand up while I'm working, so I'll do a check-in, I'll move some laundry, I'll do a check-in, I'll cook something in the oven, whatever it might be. It is 10:30 now. We are getting close to our next meal time. I'm going to throw some chicken on the barbecue, and then we will put together our next meal before we head off to go and train upper body today. Pre-workout meal is about to go down and it looks so lit. Last time, all of the extra carbs I added to my pre-workout meal, I just did rice. This time I was much smarter about it and I did rice and pineapple. This was actually my OG pre-workout meal pre-prep and I really loved it, so I figured since I could today, I'm going to bring it back. With that being said, we have 200 grams of rice, 125 chicken, 60 grams of avocado, and 100 grams of pineapple. We'll pick a sauce. I've been really into this sauce lately. This is the new sauce in fajita. I wouldn't really say it gives like fajita. Well, it does kind of give fajita, but I get like a jerky, tasty vibe from it. So that's the sauce we're gonna do. Okay, I'm about 15 minutes out from the gym. Along with my pre-workout meal, I also took betaine HCl, which is a digestive aid, as well as 6 caps of L-carnitine. We're gonna start cracking on our delicious pre-workout, which is going to be the Pre-HD Elite in Tangerine. This is a non-stim pre-workout. If you are a non-stim person, I definitely think that the Tangerine is probably my favorite flavor. Then the pink lemonade, then the berry blast. Listen, the berry is good. I'm just not as much of a mixed berry kind of person. So tangerine definitely checks my boxes. I like orange stuff. Yellow. Training was a big slay. Strength was good. Energy was good. Pumps were good. I'm so excited to eat my post-workout. Also, if you guys ever see me doing this, I'm not picking my nose. I have 2 nose rings and this one always pokes out and it drives me crazy. I'm so excited for my post-workout. Before I eat my post-workout, because it's super high carb, I'm gonna take 2 caps of Glyco-HD. We talked about this earlier this morning. I'm going to combine all of these ingredients into one bowl, but just for the ease of showing you guys, I have 22 grams of cashew butter, 35 grams of chocolate peanut butter Pro HD, and 105 grams of Elevate chocolate cake cream of rice. Holy I froze this and then I put a little ice pack in my lunch bag to keep it super cold. So it's gonna be like literal chocolate carb ice cream. Okay, actually I will assemble it and I'll show you. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Ta-da! You need to give her some light, some glory. Oh my god, this big bowl of carbs. This is the meal that I'm most excited for. We can take a bite together, but first I need to take a picture of it. Instagram eats first. Okay, Instagram ate, now we eat. This feels illegal. Like I don't feel like when I eat this, I'm proud. Holy cow. Y'all are sleeping on Elevate cream of rice. Wake up. Code AJLifts. Save money, please. If you do anything today, get yourself a freaking bag of chocolate cake cream of rice. Okay, cookie butter and peach are also good, but I don't know, man. I'm a chocolate girl. She's giving chocolate. I'm not saying that I'm a chef, but this meal kind of slays right now. 3 plain rice cakes with 50 grams of avocado spread across 125 grams of chicken. We also have a little cucumber, shredded lettuce, and pineapple salad. For any reference, there's 88 grams of pineapple in here. Oh, and I cooked the chicken in sriracha. I feel like this low-key looks really good. What do we think? Comment down below if you would eat this as a meal. I feel like that's a good meal. Okay, we all know how repetitive these videos are. Like I don't need to say it, but I feel it. We just open the camera and show you what we're eating. 50 grams of kimchi, 125 grams of chicken, and 80 grams of green beans. Alongside, we have 78 grams of cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. This was purely just a joy choice of carb. It was the Ezekiel bread. It's really good. And I had it in my freezer, so don't come at me for picking a weird carb. I didn't want to waste my fats on sweet potatoes, and I wanted something that feels really like light. We don't hate on crunch over here because not a lot of things that we eat have much crunch. We still have one more meal left of this refeed. It's 6 p.m. in the evening. I'll probably go walk for about an hour, do another hour of work, and then we'll put together our final meal for the day. Okay, it is officially time for us to put the cherry on top of our refeed day. So to finish us off, I have 2 whole eggs, 60 grams of peas, and some shredded lettuce. On the stove right now, I'm cooking together 10 grams of chocolate cake cream of rice along with 100 grams of egg whites and some cinnamon. On top of that, I'm going to put 22 grams of cashew butter and 90 grams of banana. Ooh, she's been a good refeed day. Starting tomorrow, the digging gets deeper. We are no longer digging. We are now full excavation mode. I guess I will see you guys whenever I pick up the camera next. Hey y'all, happy Throw Up Thursday. Quick book update. I finished reading this last night. I would say my biggest takeaway from it that to understand a person is to not only understand how they see the world, but why they see the world that way. And in order to get those kinds of details, it's important that we try to give people comfort and compassion to understand their lives in their entirety. Just understand the fertility that is the human existence. Anyways, that's not particularly what we're here for in relation to the vlogs. I'm gonna show you guys my first meal today. We have been back to our regular lower food, 125 grams of chicken, 80 grams of spinach, and 30 grams, oh my gosh, and 30 grams of oats. Now, in terms of how things are going, we increased cardio this week and the cardio has been going okay. I'm a little bit discombobulated in the brain, as in sometimes putting words together in the forms of sentences is a little bit challenging. Other than that, things still feel relatively sharp. I would say this week, not that it's been a breeze, but I'm getting through her. I'm making her do. I was talking to one of my clients and she was saying how my last prep series, she watched a lot of the videos, but this prep series, she hasn't really watched much. She does follow me on Instagram, so she kind of keeps up to date with that sort of thing. And she was saying how it looks like from Instagram that I'm breezing through prep really easily. And I take that as an enormous compliment. I've been told before that I make what is something that's very hard look very simple, but I honestly just try to keep things nice and simple. I do overall feel much better this go around than I did last go around. this point last year, I think I was doing close to double the amount of cardio. I was eating relatively the same. I think we were doing like a carb cycle, however. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm definitely doing better. I wouldn't say it's a breeze. Like, I wouldn't say it's easy. This is not easy by any means. I would say that I'm tackling prep much better right now than I was last time. I was like 6-7 weeks out. That's a pretty big win. I feel like it's been a while since we've gone over what my general daily vitamins are, so I thought that would be something we could do. I keep all my vitamins in this little organizer. I have my AM and my PMs. Whenever I have free time, I'll update these. We'll pull out Thursdays, and we have vitamin C, copper and zinc, digestive enzyme, vitamin D3, liver support, and an estrogen balance. There's our little pocket. Down the hatch they go. For all of my vitamins, I either get them from HD, specific products that my coach has recommended for me, or I go to Bulldog, which is a supplement store down the street from me. Okay, I didn't put anything together. I hit a button on the Nespresso machine. I just brewed myself a coffee to bring with me to go train a couple clients. I have 2 clients that I'm gonna train this morning. Then Inaj and I are going to link up to drive to Pier together for a Throw Up Thursday. We have a super fun glute session. And I understand that people enjoy seeing the meals. It's just so monotonous, and I feel like because the whole front half of this video was just, here's all my refeed meals, instead of taking you guys through every single one of my meals today, instead I will just put up some beautiful, glorious pictures. Another change that we had made this week was we reduced the amount of cream of rice in my post-workout meal, which is so sad because we freaking love cream of rice. As of late, I've also been really loving putting my cream of rice in the freezer and letting it thaw out while I'm training. So then it's like the perfect amount of cold, frozen, not thawed. So when I eat it, it's kind of a soupy ice cream, and it's really good. The thing with prep is you end up doing a bunch of weird food things, or you kind of create some weird food hacks. So if you think about last meal, for example, which is egg whites and greens, you bet your ass I be putting all the cinnamon up in those egg whites, and then I'd be cooking them on a pan like a big old pancake, flipping that shit over, putting sugar-free syrup on it, and telling myself, I'm at Denny's, this is good. Also, don't hate on me, I like Denny's. They make a solid pancake and I like solid pancakes. I don't know where any of this ramble is going. I'll film a little bit of my workout. Let's get a nice glute pump going for you guys. Also, I don't know about y'all, but when I watch other YouTubers, I don't like watching a 5-minute reel of their training. I usually skip through it. So if you guys want to see longer training videos, can you leave a comment down below letting me know if you like that I just edit in like a tiny clip and you prefer that I continue doing that. Also, please let me know. As much as I want to like film and edit all the fun things, I also want to film and edit fun things that y'all will like. Hey y'all, it's literally beyond me that I'm home on a Thursday and it's 4 o'clock. I don't know like what has been in the air lately, but I was talking to my friend and she also trains in-person clients, and some of our little client friends have just really been slacking. Anyways, I don't know where that's going. I'm gonna take this as a blessing. It is nice to just be home sometimes and chill out. Okay, so I'm home. what am I gonna do? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna lay outside, read my book for a little bit. I don't think I talked about what I'm reading now, but I picked this book up this morning. It's You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. This is a really thick read. Don't be surprised if I'm reading this for actually the next couple of weeks. As I'm reading it, I'm also trying to take notes so that I can really intake a lot about this book. It does have a little bit more like science, neuroscience, stuff like that to kind of involve, and I really want to absorb as much of it as I can. Actually, I have some clients that I could get back to for online, so I'll probably get back to some of those online peeps, and then I'm gonna go lay outside and just read and chill and enjoy the beautiful warm weather that we're having. It's gorgeous here. I love that. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday. It's 5:30 and it's check-in day. As of late, my bedtime gets earlier and thus so do the mornings. Okay, let's take our check-in pictures. Hello. Okay, check-ins were good. We had a new low weigh and I was 135.3. Before that, our lowest weight was 135.8. I would say overall this was a pretty successful week. First week on a little bit lower food, as well as our first cardio increase in kind of a while. Pretty solid jump for not having it jumped for kind of a hot minute there. I'm just on my way to go and do my fasted cardio. I did take some check-in pictures outside. I'll put up a video clip here on the screen so you guys can get an idea for what I look like in more natural light. Again, the hard thing about taking check-in pictures outside that I will say is the sun is not super popping at 5:30 in the morning. Funny enough, the way that it looks outside when I wake up is the exact same way it looks when I go to bed. The amount of brightness that's in the sky. When I go to bed at night, there's still light out. But hey, listen, your girl's tired. She does not care. She's gonna go to sleep anyways. I guess another thing that I could update you guys on is my cardio reading. So I mentioned that I was reading a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And not only am I reading this book, but I'm also taking notes on it. So you could say that I'm trying to like study the book per se. Anyways, I realize it's not realistic for me to have a giant 350 page book, a notebook, a pen, highlighter, and all that sort of jazz while I'm trying to do cardio. That would really impact any genuine intensity, and we still need cardio intensity. There was this book that I had been wanting to read, and my client mentioned that she had the book last week. So I texted her and I asked her if I could borrow it. And of course she said yes, because she is the best. I'm just gonna give this girl a full shout out. Hi Bonnie, I love you. I know you watch these videos. While I'm doing cardio, I'm going to be reading the book called Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson, The Secret Language of the Universe. This is more towards my spirit head junkies. I've only read just a tiny little bit because I got way too excited, so I read the first 2 chapters last night. And we'll see probably in next week's video what kinds of updates I can give you on that book. It is 6 a.m. now. We are feeling good. The sun is coming up. It's super warm out. I have my hoodie on and we're gonna go do our fasted cardio, our 500 calories. We'll send our check-in information off to our coach so that he can be the chef behind the scenes, making some decisions for what's to come at 6 weeks out. Oh my gosh, did I even say that? Happy 6 weeks out to me, I guess. Am I supposed to say that to you guys? I don't know. Anyways, let's go do cardio. Okay, I look much bit different, and that's because I had breakfast, I got ready. I think I banged out about 6 or 7 client check-ins, which is great numbers. I'm now in the car. I'm just gonna head off to go train at Pure. It's a little bit of a drive. I'll eat in the first like 10-15 minutes of my drive. I'm putting together my pre-workout lately with Lychee PhD Black. This is my favorite pre-workout. I've also been adding like a half to a quarter scoop of the non-stim in tangerine, and that is for a very simple reason, which is that pumps are becoming harder to come by. So at least if I add a little bit of the non-stim, even though my pumps don't really last crazy long, at least I can get them. Lychee x tangerine, pretty dope combo if you ask me. Hey y'all, I'm a changed woman, and by that I mean I finished my workout and I got changed. Couple things. I have cookie butter cream of rice with chocolate peanut butter Pro HD. This is my post-workout. I'm gonna put some salt on it to make it extra delicious. Second thing is I'm just gonna eat this quick, and then I actually have a session here at the gym for muscle therapy. So I'm getting just like some body work done, massage, cupping, fascial stretch, all that sort of jazz. And we heard back from our coach. He said, no changes, keep it cruising, and to check in on Wednesday. That's what we're gonna do. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I can't believe you watched this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along for the journey. All of your comments really mean the world to me. They remind me that you guys are actually here, you're watching, you're listening, you're with me, even if you're not physically with me. So thank you so much for those. I love you, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.